You wrote in that paper she gave.
Ma'am, I'm not, I've already decided that. You don't need, we don't need to.
Those are lies.
We don't need to, I said that 6 times to her. I know, we don't need to revisit that. I'm trying to think of how I can help you. Ma'am, I said 6 times. Anybody listening would have listened and understood that I was calling her a liar. Okay? I mean, there's no question about it. I don't know how stupid she thinks I am. I'm just trying to figure out how I can help you at this point. You got somebody with a title, somebody's got no money, somebody's on disability. They don't have a job where you can garnish wages. Even if I give you a judgment, you got nothing.
She's on probation.
It doesn't matter. That's wholly different. Knowing it.
Your Honor, I was on the phone with Jeremy at Mr. Robinson at 8 o'clock, and he was on his way there, and he said that he would be there by 8:30. I told him that we had to get the hearing over.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I deal with this every day.
I'm sorry,
I'll
Judge.
call it again at 9:12. You tell him to get his tail in the courtroom. I'm not sending anybody to look for him.
I will, Judge.
Okay? If he's
All
not
right.
here by 9:12, I'm issuing a warrant for his arrest.
Your Honor, if it's okay, I'm just going to stay on.
You do whatever you need to do. It's not
Okay.
your issue.
All right. I'm going to call him right now.
Guys, I just don't get it. Am I crazy? I must be. People never pulled this nonsense before. You're all set. Now that you let me rant for 5 minutes. How you doing today, Lieutenant?
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good.
Call me back, Judge, when the case is called.
I will, thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Rodney Jamal Green,
Yes, sir.
25U567-473. Your name?
Each Marvin.
What brings you here? You've had a year to pay this, right? The ticket was issued on St. Patrick's Day in the year of our Lord, 2025. You didn't show up in April. You didn't show up for your show cause in August. And now here you are, and you're going to ask me for time to pay. See how smart I am? I mean, it's just a replay. How much do you have today?
I don't have anything.
Why not?
Well, really, actually, I forgot about
You
the ticket.
forgot about it.
So,
That's a wrong thing to tell the judge.
well, what happened was.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, it is.
That is the wrong thing to tell the judge. I forgot about it. Okay? I don't know how you can forget about it. I wouldn't forget to pay my taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
I want to forget to pay my mortgage. Where do you work?
I actually do transportation, but I was actually going through a separation with my wife, so I hadn't been out here. And I totally slid.
You make it sound like you live in Brownstown, right?
Yeah, but we're doing a separation, so I kind of stand in rumless these last, like.
It's not that far.
Yeah, but I didn't get the memo, so it was like, it was.
Didn't get the memo.
Just my house that was a little off, so.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Time to grow up, don't you think? Tell me when you're going to pay this.
In 4 years, son?
I can give you a payment.
No, I just want the warrant because I got.
I'm not lifting the warrant. No, listen to me. You just want the warrant lifted. Why do you need the warrant lifted? So you come in here and you want me to do you a favor when you've been spitting on us for 11 months and now come in here at 11 months and now come in here and tell me I just want the warrant lifted. Maybe I don't want to lift the warrant. Maybe I want to send you to jail. You think I'm kidding, don't you?
No, I don't think you can.
What do you need the warrant lifted for?
I mean, because I tried.
Well, maybe. Listen. You have ignored us completely for 11 months. I don't want to hear I forgot about it. That's not an issue. You didn't forget about it. And if you forgot about it, then you're even more irresponsible than I think. And that's hard for me to imagine at this point. I want the warrant lifted. I wanted to be president. We don't get everything we want. You come here with no money. Why aren't you working? You said you do some transportation. How much do you make?
I make 18 hours,
How many hours do you work?
like 7, one person.
70?
7 hours a day is like we get about
How many days do you work?
4. We got
4?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So you work 28 hours a week. Why aren't you working more? prime earning years of your life. 28 hours a week, $18 an hour. That's somewhere in the neighborhood of $520 a week gross. You gotta make. Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Why don't you work?
I don't know, Barbara, it's just been slow, so I just do transportation.
Doing great, Coach. How are you?
Pretty good. People against. Daniels, Brandon Jack Daniels,
I gotta get them.
26B150144. All right, we're gonna give them a date out, Heather, about 4 weeks. Your name?
Brandon Daniels.
We're gonna adjourn this. You guys wanted adjournment for 4 weeks, so we'll adjourn this to March what, Heather?
That will put us to just Brownstown. You're off on the 11th, so that'll put us to the 19th.
19.
I have a question, Your Honor. Does it show on your end the unpaid ticket out of Detroit and what district it is so I can take care of it? Or I
We're gonna see if you got a warrant, first of all. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, you got a May 8, 25, no proof of insurance. So you gotta go take care of the no proof of insurance out of the 36th District Court
36th district?
and be sure to pay your clearance.
Okay.
That's a $45 fee in addition, okay?
Yeah,
So go over and take care of that. I think that's what he wants you to do. Go down the hall, get your notice for March 19th at 8:30. Make sure you take care of it by then, though, okay?
yes,
Good luck.
thank you.
Thank you. Do you know where those ladies went?
I'm about to go.
I'm gonna go out there and see if they're out there.
Mr. You have done?
I'm young.
I think John has to get this guy out.
Raymonte Ronald Young, 25B148921, A and B. And I also have 25W840456A. Good morning. Mr. Young, your name?
Monty Young, good morning, Your Honor.
All right, so let's start with, let's see here. Would we have a 921A? Let me see. He's going to plead to no ops and they're going to dismiss the suspend, true?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do on that file?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you pleaded no ops, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent, right to a trial by court or jury, right to question their witnesses, right to bring in your own, right to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To that charge, no valid operator's license on person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Reoperating a motor vehicle in the township of Brownstown on July 10 of 25 on Telegraph near King.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a valid license on your person.
No, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Please accepted to that charge. The suspend's dismissed, and on 0456A, there's also going to be a plea to no ops. Take the plea to no ops, dismiss the suspend. But I'm not gonna dismiss the disobey traffic control device. He's been in default on that. Judgment was entered. Yeah, that would have been defaulted a long time ago, back in November. That's why, because it's in default. You still have that showing as paid? Is in default, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
So that one, I'll take the plea to no ops. I'll dismiss the suspend. He's gonna have to pay that one, okay? If you plead to no ops on this other file, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
The charge, no valid operator's license on person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
On October 26th of 25, were you operating a motor vehicle in Western Ford Lane in Woodhaven at 2:07 in the morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have a valid license on your person?
No, Your Honor.
Probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, that plea is accepted. So I got to sentence him on 2 no-ops cases, and he's got a default charge on a expired plate from 921B and also on the traffic control device from 456AB. He's not in custody on this, is he?
He's got some other charges in front of Judge Hess, and that's where he got picked up and new charges arose. And that's why he was taken in on Monday. We arraigned him on Monday.
No, I was taking in for the warrants I had from Mr. McNally. They gave me citations for those other charges.
McNally.
Yeah, that's why I'm in jail. That's why I'm in custody. Because of your warrant, sir.
Yeah, because I said 15,000, 10%.
Yeah.
When you gonna grow up? At any point? And then 1,500, 10% on the other charge. Go, what are you gonna say?
The judge's driving records, not that probably in a place where it could be rehabilitated, get a license. I would just ask the court to consider that he's already gonna take the hit on the 2 involved victims. And the points to go along with those, and he's kind of 3 days in jail.
Anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. If you will let me be released, I will. I get paid tomorrow. I just started my job at McDonald's a week ago. I literally get my paycheck on the 12th, and I will literally give you your money by Friday. I'm working hard. I lost everything within the last couple 8 months. I'm not trying to sit here and get sympathy or anything, but I will show you that I'm trying to take everything seriously. I gotta go to work today at 6 o'clock.
Well, stop acting like a fugitive, will you?
I got you, Your Honor.
On each case, 100 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 275 or 30 days, credit 3. I'll let you pay this, and that's on both cases. And we're gonna have him released to anyway. And I'm gonna let you pay. I'm gonna do this. I want you to set up another hearing, payment hearing for me, Heather. And we're gonna give him a date right now, and he's gonna come in, he's gonna talk to me like a man. All right, that's what we're gonna do. You start saving some money. I'm gonna be very reasonable with you if you come in here and talk to me like a man and quit acting like a little child. Will you do that for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
So give him a hearing date on all 4 of these tickets. Payment arrangement date, call it whatever you want. We'll set it up for a week from now.
Okay.
Can we do it, Heather? I'm not gonna write on these files. Can we do it just like a week from today?
Okay, you want to do it as a due date, Judge, or as like?
I'm gonna set it up because I want those other files out. I don't have the other 2 civil infractions or the 1 civil infraction. And I'm gonna cut him a break if he comes in here with some money. Why don't you set it out about 2 weeks? So I
That'll
can
put
do.
us to the 25th.
Perfect. Let's set this up for the 25th, 2 weeks from today, young man. And
Thank you, Your Honor.
and we're gonna set it at 8:30 in the morning, and we're gonna send it to Matt's Drive. That's where your address is, right?
Yes.
So set these up. I'm not writing on the files, Heather. February the 25th at 8:30. Make sure you send the paperwork down. If there's any question, he's to be released on these 2 now, okay?
Okay, Judge.
And I'll cut you a break, but come with some money. Where is Ms. Hernandez? Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And
Thank
then
you.
does he need to
Where'd
zoom
she
in
go,
on
Ms. Bolson-Joy?
Mr. Hayes?
Were you talking to her? Is somebody bringing Ms. Bozajor in
I
here?
asked Will, somebody said she was sitting at the end. I told Will to bring her down.
Please do.
I just, Judge,
Stalin, Moan, Hudson. Which one do you have, Mr.
Raymond Saunders.
Judge, does Mr. Ramani need to go over to Judge Heston's now? I'm not
I
sure. if
don't
he-
know.
That's why I was
I
trying to
don't know.
catch Mr. Haynes. I believe he may need to.
Okay, so he's gonna have to go over there now?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Make sure Mr. Haynes knows
Ramani,
that.
tell them you need to zoom into Judge Heston's now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Moan Hudson, 2-6B150000. Your name? Still on what?
Hudson.
You're charged with possession of tobacco.
What was that? What you're on?
Tobacco.
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer if you want one. Do you want a lawyer?
I don't have money for a lawyer.
I'll give you one if you want one.
That's fine.
Okay. We'll set you up with a lawyer. Thank you. Saunders,
I've seen Holland.
Trevone Terrell Saunders, 19M714-639FY.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael A. Carton, B738, Courtroom, Defendant.
Did we, your name?
Trevon Saunders.
All right, counsel, let me check. This is an old case. Where you been? You live out of state?
Yeah, I was incarcerated in West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Nice. So we have a possession with intent to deliver less than 50 grams of fentanyl from 2019. For purposes of arraignment, how does he wish to proceed?
Your Honor, thank you with reading.
All right, sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. You have the right to a preliminary examination within 7 days thereafter. Again, you have the right to remain silent. If you choose to submit to questioning with law enforcement officials, and you don't have to do that, then I do want you to understand that you'd be entitled to a lawyer at that questioning as well. Your probable cause conference, you'll be in front of Judge Heston, will be February 24th at 9:15. And the preliminary exam will be March the 3rd at 11:30. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna have you fill out a petition for a court-appointed lawyer going forward. I'll listen to whatever you have to say, counsel.
Your Honor, as my client did mention, he has been incarcerated in Pennsylvania and West Virginia from 2020 up until the very end of 2025. He is currently though staying in Detroit with his mother, 3250 3rd Street. I did write his
32, wait a minute, you wrote it down somewhere?
Well, I'll give you 3250 3rd Street,
Okay,
Detroit.
okay.
But I did write his current mailing address, which is in Pennsylvania on the ROA.
3250 3rd, is that 3RD or THRIRD Street?
THIRD.
And you have that zip?
I think it's 48226. So he's staying with his mother. He can stay with her until whenever, until however long he needs, so this case gets resolved.
Does he work?
Until
Yeah, do you work?
No, I'm in CDO class. 3 weeks exactly left.
Where was he picked up at? Do you know?
Shorey, in Shorey, I was at the gas station. I was driving my car, came up here and they pulled me over and said I had a warrant. But I thought it was clear, so.
Your Honor, he does have a valid driver's license and insurance to be able to get here from staying with his mother in Detroit. Also has 4 young dependents that he helps take care of.
He had to know about this warrant. He didn't surrender on 100,000, 10%. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. This is the state police, so we're going to have to get on this and get them to get him or what have you, John, so make sure they take care of that. And also, I want to check and see if he was ever printed on this case. I don't believe so. And you weren't printed, so also you have to be printed and photographed. So we'll have to tell them when we call over to the state to have them get them, okay? 100,000, 10%. You're gonna have to post $10,000. No mail.
State trooper is here in the.
Oh, he is?
Yes, sir.
Where's he? Oh, I'm sorry. I
Can
didn't
I
realize.
have him chime in on bond?
Chiming on bond. You want to come on up here. What, you want a lesser bond than that? Is that what?
100,000, 10%?
He hasn't been here. Come on. Your name?
Detective Sergeant Mark Lambert.
Did you want to say something on bond?
Yes, he had been incarcerated as an overcharge, and me and him had conversations and I could get off the record.
I see. Why don't you and the defense lawyer approach? Come on up here. Yes. So you want a personal bond? Yes. Go ahead. All right, so you want a different bond. Tell me what you're asking me for, trooper.
I said, since the duration and conversations, I wouldn't mind having a personal bond.
All right. 100,000 PR. Make sure you show up. You understand that?
100%, sir.
All right, 100,000 PR, those are the terms, but he's gonna have to get printed today too,
I
okay?
can take it to the post.
Thank you very much. You'll be released. Good luck.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
thanks. Is she coming down, Ms. Hernandez?
He said he yelled for her twice, she didn't answer, he thinks she might have left.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Recalling Leslie Bozajor versus Cynthia Hernandez, 2504922. Your name again?
Possibly both of you.
I'm not sure what I want to do. What, do you want the car back?
Sure. We can resell it. Even if it's damaged.
Who does she think she is leaving like that?
She's not somebody I thought I don't know who she is, Your Honor.
You got to be careful in the future.
She knew my husband had just passed away and I was living alone and vulnerable. And I think she just took advantage of my,
Oh, I don't know what. Jennifer,
Yes, Judge.
do me a favor, call Ms. Hernandez. Tell her I expect her to be back up here in 10 minutes. Leave her a message. If
I can
not,
see if there was a phone number provided by plaintiff.
I'm just not sure what you want to do. You made a lot of mistakes here. You signed the title over when you didn't have the money. You didn't list yourself on the title as a secured party. You took cash. You didn't take it. I mean,
I came to your civil department to find out what I should do.
well, they can't give you good
No,
advice.
they gave me a number to a lawyer and that's who I spoke to.
Well, I don't want to know what your lawyer told you. And I don't want to know what you told
Well,
your
that's how
lawyer.
I filled out the papers.
Well, it's fine. When I looked at this, you do in essence have a security agreement. But this is unique because like if you went to a dealership and you got a loan, the bank's name is gonna be on there as a secured party. Your name is not on the title as a secured party. Do you know if she works?
No, she's on disability, I believe. She gets 1,000 a month plus food stamps, and that's why she's living at the towers, because it's rent, adjusted. You only wanted to make $250 payments for my car, but I told her, no, that would take a year for you to pay it off. Yeah, no, I told her, you said you have to make $500 payments. And that garbage she wrote in that paper she gave.
Ma'am, I'm not, I've already decided that. You don't need, we don't need to.
Those are lies.
We don't need to, I said that 6 times to her. I know, we don't need to revisit that. I'm trying to think of how I can help you. Ma'am, I said 6 times. Anybody listening would have listened and understood that I was calling her a liar. Okay? I mean, there's no question about it. I don't know how stupid she thinks I am. I'm just trying to figure out how I can help you at this point. You got somebody with a title, somebody's got no money, somebody's on disability. They don't have a job where you can garnish wages. Even if I give you a judgment, you got nothing.
She's on probation.
It doesn't matter. That's wholly different. I'm not shocked by that. Is she in front of me on that?
No, first district court.
I want to think about this. I got to think about this one. I don't know how I'm going to handle it, to be honest with you. That's going to be best for you.
Whoever's easiest to resolve it, so, we can put it behind me.
Yeah, you gotta next time talk to lawyers before you do these things, okay?
Yes, yeah.
I feel like going to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office over this one. That's how certain I am that perjury charges should be filed. I need a week to think about it, okay? Reschedule this for hearing and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do by next week, Jennifer. This is kind of a curveball, so just, we're gonna give you a date down the hall. Mail it to Ms. Hernandez too.
Okay.
I don't know, I might have you. I just gotta think about it, I'm sorry. All right, set it up for next week sometime, Jen. You
Okay.
know, it's gotta be at least Wednesday though, right?
Right,
I
because
mean,
we got to give
I-
7 days.
Exactly.
You
Okay.
have a couple landlord tenant things in the afternoon next Wednesday that you
That's
had
fine.
set. Okay,
That's fine.
we'll do it 1
But just
o'clock
remember, next Wednesday, I've got sobriety period starting at
at
3 too.
3:30. Yeah, or 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Right, thanks.
She must be senior attorney, she's supposed to be the prosecutor, someone's gonna give it to the Brownstown prosecutor.
Okay, so
Awesome.
you're gonna show up next week. She'll give you a notice down the hall, okay? I'll come up with something. I'll think about something, okay? No problem. Stellon Loan Hudson, 26B150000. Your name?
Yes, the one with it.
He tells me you no longer want a lawyer, right?
Yes, because I didn't know that I actually had an option.
No, it's okay. So you waive your right to a lawyer. Yes?
Yes, I don't want to know it.
You're charged with possession of tobacco as an underage person. You were only 20, how old were you at that time? 19 on Sibley near Dixon, Brownstown at 1:32 in the morning on November 10. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs or all those. You understand that? And you understand all your rights? You read an advice of rights, right?
Not really.
Why not? Sit down and read the rights, okay? And then I'll explain it. John, do you,
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I read that paper.
okay, you understand the rights?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm giving you $100 personal bond. I'm sending you to the prosecutor. You see if you can work it out. And either way, you're coming back in front of me, okay?
Have you seen the hall?
Do you understand? Come on back up here. You're looking funny at me. What do you mean? I'm entering a not guilty plea. The prosecutor has to decide with you. He's gonna talk to you. She's gonna talk to you. She's gonna offer you something probably.
I'm sorry. I've just never been.
That's okay. If you don't like what she's offering you, you come in here. I'll set it for another court date and we'll go from there. And if you want a trial, ultimately, I'll give you a trial. Okay, but you're probably gonna resolve it with her. Okay, she's not gonna be unreasonable. I wish you'd quit smoking, but that's neither here nor there. John James Schaefer, 26B14999, 8A and B. Mr. Schaefer, your name?
John Schaefer.
All right. Does he stand mute, wait, formal rating?
Yes.
Resist and obstruct and disorderly public intox. And then, so I'm entering a not guilty plea.
I'm asking for an adjourned judge for discovery.
$500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to go ahead in order that you not purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. Just wait 1 second. And then you can ask a question. Just let me fill this out for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
What's your question now?
He has a medical marijuana.
Well, I'm not going to prohibit you from using marijuana if you have a medical marijuana card, but you have to have proof of that. It has to be valid. I believe, just listen. I'm not going to violate you if you're using medical marijuana so long as you have a valid medical marijuana card, which you seem to be reaching for, but I'll give you a court date and we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Give me a date out 4 weeks if you would, Heather, about.
Judge. That'll put us to March 19th. We do 9/15.
At 9:15, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you go down and get your notice. If you want a lawyer going forward, you're gonna need to fill out a petition for one, all right? Okay, I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you. Funches. Kimura Funches.
She's on Zoom. Judge.
Kimura Rain Funches, 25B1499661A and B. Name, ma'am, your name?
Kimura Funches.
Yeah, I can't adjourn it much longer. You're gonna have to clear these, okay?
Okay.
Why is she showing up today? Wasn't it scheduled for tomorrow, Heather?
She was on our docket today at 9:15, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, can we get a date past March 6th? She's due to get her license on March 6th.
Is this gonna be the last adjournment?
Yes.
All right, give me the first date after March the 6th.
For Brownstown? That,
Yeah.
March 19th, is it?
March 19th is the earliest date, huh?
Yes, because you are not here on the 11th.
Okay, what time we doing?
9:15.
The only problem is I won't adjourn it at that again, okay?
No, hopefully we'll have a resolution at that.
Good enough. March 19th, ma'am.
Okay.
March 19th at 9:15, okay? No more adjournments, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck. Thank you. Brian Kenny,
Good morning, Judge.
Bryant Allen Kenny the third, 25B148-6464.
Good morning, Judge. Nice to get to turn back, Mr. Kenny. You're kind of sticking for me. Kenny the third. If we have a resolution in this plan, we got some points about the,
She's gonna plead the disorderly under.
under item.
All right. If you plead to that, possible penalties are up to 500 fines. I'll dismiss the original charge. I'll take it under HIDA. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you comply at the end of this probationary period, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that? Did he sign an advice of rights?
Yes. There should be one like I saw in the files.
Did you sign an advice of rights today?
Today. Morning.
Okay, you guys are really gonna help me if you can have these rights from somebody.
Yes, right.
Okay, here you go. Sadie, hand that to Mr. Leaf, if you would, please. Thank you. Folks, what do you have? You have a case?
No, we.
You just watch it?
Water.
Okay, okay. What do you have, sir? What's your name?
Mail hour. I'll send. No, go down the hall, grab your numbers, just make sure you're on that. Right at the clerk's window. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I see. Do I have a resist, hinder, and obstruct? Sadie, talk to John about finding this file when he comes back. This from Mel Howard. He's on for 9:30. Second page, second from the bottom.
That's already, Mr. Kenny.
Okay. Recalling Brian Allen Kenny, 25B148-464. Sir, have you now signed the advice of rights?
Yes.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yes.
When you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that? I can't hear you.
Yes.
You still wish to plead guilty
Yes.
to the charge disorderly conduct. How do you plead?
Yes.
On May 25th of 25 at 11:37 PM, were you at South Glen Boulevard? Yeah, you need to keep your voice up. At or near 19712 South Glen Boulevard in Brownstown.
Yes. You have to talk into the mic.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you do that makes you guilty of disorderly? Did you expose your buttocks to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Why would you do that?
I don't have a good reason.
Judge, at the time, his current girlfriend was seeing someone else. He was upset. He confronted them. There was a verbal back and forth, and he ultimately exposed it.
Was he under the influence?
No,
Are you on probation or parole? Anybody forced you to plead guilty? Please, why you been playing games? You came in on this on August 4th and you walked out before seeing me or the attorney.
I was having a really bad day and I don't really have a good reason as to why I left.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea. You're not on probation or parole.
No.
Correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, and I'm gonna order a pre-sentence report. And we're gonna give you a sentence date in about a month, Heather. So this is Brownstown. We can make it 8:30, whatever date. I don't know, is it March 19th again?
That's correct, Judge.
Or do you think we can get this one done before I go? What about the 20th? Long Hudson,
Yes.
260-150-000. Good morning. Again, your name. So they're gonna have you plead to a civil infraction of minor in possession of tobacco, okay?
Yeah.
Civil infraction, they're gonna dismiss the misdemeanor, okay?
Okay.
All right, to that charge, responsible, minor possession of tobacco is nothing but infraction, responsible or not responsible. Okay, I'll accept the plea, dismiss the misdemeanor. 125 is your total, okay? Can you go down the hall and pay that now?
Yes, I can pay later on today.
Okay, I'll just say pay by 4 p.m., okay?
Uh, put seven.
I'm sorry?
So my check comes at different times. Meaning I wouldn't be able to pay it till later on today.
Okay, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll just give you till tomorrow. How's that? Pay 0 now and the rest by tomorrow, okay? Good luck. All right. Howard. Lamel Libertus Howard. Junior, 25W838526. Your name, sir?
Male Valerius Howard.
All right, you are charged with a violation of probation. It is alleged that you failed to complete 1 day on the court work program, failed to pay fines and costs as ordered, and failed to provide proof of completing 8 hours of community service by November 15th. Those are the 3 counts. If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, you could get 15 days. Your 771 status could be revoked and the conviction would remain on your record. I'm just saying those are the possibilities. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing. Do you understand that? All right. You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. Do you want a lawyer?
No.
I'm going to need Jessica. To the charge, you failed to complete 1 day on the court work program. How do you plead?
I made it there, but
Not guilty or guilty? You plead not guilty?
wait, say it again. What was the question? I'm sorry.
To the charge that you failed to complete 1 day on the court work program. How do you plead?
Yes.
To the charge that you failed to pay fines and costs as ordered. How do you plead?
Yes.
To the charge you failed to provide proof of completing 8 hours of community service by November 15th of 25. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to provide proof of completing your 8 hours of community service by November 15th of 25?
Yeah, I started.
Just answer my questions right now.
Yes.
Did you fail to complete 1 day on the court work program?
Yes.
Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
I can't hear you.
No.
I'll accept your plea. Count 1, failure to attend 1 day on the court work program. Count 2, failure to complete or failure to pay your fines and costs as ordered. Count 3, failure to complete 8 hours of community service by November 15th. What's the problem? Your name?
Just hold on.
What's the problem? You're not doing any of this. I ordered this back in September. This is October 1st, rather. This is mid-February. Why haven't you done this yet?
I just have been having a lot going on.
Like what?
It's just been a lot of hardship, but
Well, tell me. I don't know what you mean. You got to be more specific.
like with the work detail, like I had like have been having car problems. My car had broke down and I had caught an Uber all the way down to the down here, but it was like 5 minutes late, and they're very strict on the time. So he told me I had to leave, and that was like $125, like 100, yeah, like 125 there and back. So I started the community service. That was last week. So I told them all together it was 14 hours because I was going to do the extra hours for this whole thing. And on the money,
Are you working?
not at the moment.
Why not?
It's like I applied for a new job, but
When did you last work?
I have been working with my father. So like the last time I worked was maybe like last week.
How many hours did you work last week?
It just be like jobs, like certain jobs.
Just answer. I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying to me. You're not working.
No,
You don't. What's that?
not at the moment.
Why not? How old are you?
27.
Where do you live? With who?
I live with my grandmother, but I work with my father. So yeah, but I applied for another job. But when I applied at it,
Where?
this had showed up.
Where?
It was It's called WSHH.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
don't know what that means. What's the name of the, what kind of company?
it's like they do like referees all around the state.
Referees?
Yeah, like referee all around the state.
Refereeing what?
Like, kids basketball, high school basketball, soccer, lacrosse. It's a lot of different type of sports. But it pays well. So,
Did
but
you
they,
graduate? Listen to me. Did you graduate?
yes.
Okay. I don't know how to say this. There's no reason for a guy like you that's 27 years old. You don't have any kids, right?
No.
You're not married, right? Why in the world aren't you working a lot? I mean, you're only going to have one chance to do this thing. You ever think you might be able to retire? I mean, you're not going to retire if you're working every other job every other week and making $122 and you have to take an Uber because you don't have a car, or your car breaks down and you can't fix it because you don't have the money. Get a job. You'll feel so much better about yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Judge, if I could, he was sentenced to 6 months under the delayed sentence under 771. He's set to be discharged March 18th of next month. And I tried to give him time on this, but we're running out of time at this point.
I told you to come and talk to me if you didn't have the money. I told you to pay $100 bi-weekly starting October 24th. The total fines and costs were $520. You now owe $525. Did you bother to come and talk to me or call the court and go on Zoom and say, hey, can I talk to the judge? I need an extension. If you're not working and you don't have the money, why in the world couldn't you get 8 hours of community service completed by November 15th? Now, I don't want to cast aspersions here, but when I see the whole picture, you do what you want. It's your life. Okay. Whether you become Rockefeller or you live in poverty, it's no skin off of my neck. But when I look at somebody that can't do 8 hours of community service, is irresponsible enough to not call the judge, though the judge has offered to come and talk to him, it just tells me that you're irresponsible. And I'll let you decide whether or not you're lazy. It's up to you. You're going to end up with this conviction on your records. What's going to happen? I think I remember you told me at the sentencing you were working with your dad in odd jobs, weren't you? Who's paying for you? Do you pay rent to your grandma?
Yeah, I help them. Like
I know, but how much do you pay her? You don't pay her anything, do you?
No, I do actually.
Well, how much? If you gotta hesitate, like I could tell you how much my mortgage payment is.
200 a week.
You give her $800 a month?
Correct.
Where are you getting $200 a week at?
I told you I work with my dad.
Now and then.
Back and forth.
How much did you make in 2025?
I can't give you a certain.
Did you make $10,000, do you think?
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
20? I tell you what, you got to grow up. I'm extending your probation for a period of 3 months. He's scheduled to come off on November, December, January, February, March, April 1 of 26, right?
His prosecutor review is scheduled for.
Right. So we're going to extend you until May, June, July 1 of 26. I feel sorry for you. I'm not upset with you.
Can I? No,
Tell me, talk to me. What? I'll set you up at a payment plan.
yeah, just, it's already, I'm a man, already, at that time when I came here, and I took the plea, I shouldn't have. But it's like, I'm already into what I'm in now. So I just really wanted to, I'm that type of person, like, when it was just a lot on me at that time. But I shouldn't even be on probation, to be honest with you. But it's like, I already accept what the plea and everything, so it is what it is.
Do you have the police report? See, I know how I conduct my work here. Okay?
No, definitely.
And I know that I make sure when somebody pleads guilty, that they're guilty of the offense charged or that they plead to. I ask questions.
And you definitely asked, it was not on you, but just at that time, I was just.
Well, wait a second. Wait, you're telling me you weren't guilty. That's what you're saying in so many words. Judge, I wasn't guilty. I shouldn't have taken the plea. Am I misreading or is that not what you're telling me?
No, that's exactly what I just said. But another thing I said also is I took the plea, so I have to take care of what I have to take care of.
I'm just going to read you part of the police report.
I remember.
The store manager told the officer that you were one of the individuals involved in a fraud complaint. And he said that you began walking away. He told you to wait inside to keep both parties separated. You disobeyed and began walking away from him and the store manager. The officer said that he noticed you walking off in the distance toward the parking lot away from his view. He yelled at you, "You're not free to leave." You looked at him. He responded by saying, "Yes, you." You continued to walk away from him, not complying. And Officer Meadows then made the scene and advised Ramel, you were being detained for fraud. He ordered you to take a seat 5 times total to avoid you from leaving the scene. You continue, this is the officer.
Okay.
Ramel continuously disobeyed and would not listen to Officer Meadows' verbal commands. Ramel stated, you're not detaining me for nothing, bro.
That's not.
Well, I don't know. I could go back and listen to the tape and listen to what you told me at the time of the plea. But I guarantee you did not say anything close to remotely saying, I didn't commit this crime.
Yeah, because at that time, like I told you, there's a lot going on. Then I had.
So you're coming, are you telling me you lied to me at the time of the plea?
No, I didn't lie to you at all.
Well,
I lied to you about what?
I'm asking you, when I asked you questions.
Correct.
About your involvement to establish what we call a factual basis on the resistant obstructing officer, were you telling me the truth or were you lying?
I told you the complete truth.
Well, if you told me the complete truth, stop. There is no way that I would have taken a plea if you didn't, out of your mouth, come up with words to establish that you resisted and obstructed an officer. So let's get away from that. That's past. That's done. That's finished. You already did that. I already accepted your plea. I know how I conduct my work here. I would never have accepted a plea if you sat there and said, Judge, I didn't do anything wrong. Now, we're done talking about that. You want to divert attention here from why you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You're gonna say you didn't, or you don't want to, but I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make you think differently. Maybe you're not gonna ever think differently. Maybe you're gonna think it's okay to just not do what you're supposed to do and talk to police officers like this. That's your business. But sometimes you're gonna have to pay the piper. Here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and extend your probation until July 1. You have to pay additional, I won't assess additional costs. You're to pay additional probation fees of $60. We're gonna set you up on a payment plan. I need a new review hearing date sometime in July. I'm sorry, in the latter part of June, Heather. You are to pay $50 per week. I'm gonna start this beginning February. You're gonna have to get to work. I don't know what to tell you, beginning February 20th. I won't make you do the court work program, but you didn't complete that. You didn't do your community service. Defendant to perform 30 hours of community service, no longer required, Jessica, to do court work. 30 hours of community service, which will cover all community service / court work program. So in other words, I'm not making him do the 8 hours. If he's already done some of the 8 hours of community service, we're going to give him credit for that. I'll give him credit for that. We're not going to make him do the court work program. And we're going to refund the $35 fee that I charged initially on the court work program. Refund $35 fee. So we'll take that off of his balance. So they'll let you know what your balance is. You're going to pay $50 per week beginning February 20th, and you have to complete 30 hours of community service. I'm going to give you to be done by April 1st. That's going to give you 6 weeks. It doesn't sound like you're working. So you're going to be able to do 30 hours of community service by them. Then your new review hearing date, you have that yet, Heather?
Yes, that'll be June 24th.
At 8:30 in the morning, okay? And you
And
still have, what's that?
I'm sorry, his new balance with the court work program out and $60 added is $545.
Okay? So your new review hearing date will be June the 24th at 8:30. You're going to get your notice on that. You're going to get going. Don't be angry. Life's too short to be angry.
I'm not angry at all. And that's what I was saying earlier, like I wasn't saying like at that time when I said I took the plea and I'm still on probation now, like I wasn't saying like
You were saying you shouldn't have taken the plea, that you didn't do anything wrong.
yeah, but I already took the plea, so I still have to take care of my business.
And I'm telling you that you did something wrong, or else you lied to me when I asked you questions about what you did. That's all. I don't ask somebody, how do you plead to resist and obstruct an officer? I don't have somebody say guilty and then me say, what did you do that makes you guilty of that? I did absolutely nothing wrong. I was not in the wrong. I'm not taking somebody's plea. That's the way it works.
What's that?
So that's it. I wish you well. If you have questions, go with her. Listen to me. If you need more time on your fines, no problem. Call the court on or before any due date. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. I don't care how many times we have to do that, okay? Good luck. David Elwood Myers, 25B 149-844.
Good afternoon, Judge, and as I gave my back, Mr. Myers.
Mr. Myers, your name?
David Elwood Myers, Your Honor.
Did we try to take this plea before? We did, didn't we?
Yes, sir. And then ultimately we did, Mr. Myers did request a jury trial. We set the final pretrial for today. We were able to reach a resolution.
Okay, so he's going to plead down to disorderly conduct, the assault to be dismissed, true?
Correct.
If you plead to disorderly person, I'm going to dismiss the assault charge. The possible penalties here are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. You understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all the rights, and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. You understand that? All right. To the charge, disorderly person, how do you plead? October 18 of 25 at 1:44 PM, were you at 26291 Pennsylvania in Brownstown? What did you do that makes you guilty of disorderly conduct? Hang on. Say you what?
Gail, the one.
Who's Gail?
The alleged victim.
My aunt.
Okay, you gave her the middle finger?
Yes, sir.
Did you also tell her you were going to bust her sons and her teeth out? Talk to me. Did you say that?
I gave her the finger, yeah.
Judge, he gave her the finger. Ultimately, for the disorderly judge, there was an altercation between Mr. Meyer and the complaining witness, and ultimately the police was called, Judge, because this was outside in public.
Okay, so you two were.
Judge, just a little background here to make it a little easier to understand.
Yeah.
The 26, is it 26271? The 26271.
26291.
26291 address was owned by Mr. Meyer's uncle, who was married to the complaining witness.
And this was outside.
Right, and the house next door would also belong to the uncle who had passed away, left Mr. Myers everything in the house. He was in the process of cleaning that property out when this altercation happened. It was outside and it was in public.
All right, and you were yelling at her?
There were some back and forth.
I gave her the fingers. I remember pretty much what happened.
Well, tell me. Tell me.
She stole.
I don't know that constitutes disorderly conduct so far. Go ahead and tell me what you did that meets the standard. Were you arguing?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
And were you using any vulgar language? Well, I wasn't there. I don't know. You were there.
I've had bond with this woman since my uncle died. She's been at my uncle's house.
I don't want to hear it.
All right, bro.
I want to know what you did, if anything, that makes you guilty of disorderly conduct on that day, not just popping the bird. Were you yelling at her?
Yes, sir.
Using vulgar language? Were other people in the area that could hear you?
Yes.
What kind of, you don't have to say it in here. What kind of vulgar language were you using? F-bombs?
Probably.
Well, that probably.
Well, yes, probably.
Most likely.
Most likely, Your Honor. Those are.
Were you drunk?
No.
Well, you don't remember, this was only 3 months ago.
Judge, Mr. Myers has some mental health issues.
Okay,
I believe that he.
okay,
I was hospitalized 2 months.
okay. So just talk to me a second. Do you think you used F-bombs on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
And this was with the victim is who to you again?
Would be my uncle's sister.
So
That would be my aunt through marriage.
I see. Okay. Are you right now on probation or parole?
No,
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
no, sir.
Are you satisfied with this?
Yeah.
I'll accept your plea. I'll dismiss the A and B or assault charge. I'll refer you. Was there alcohol involved?
I'm sorry?
Alcohol or drugs involved?
No.
Pre-sentence report, sentence date. We can do this in 2 weeks. If Mr. Gaith will be here, Heather, that would be what, on the 25th?
Yes, Judge, we could do 9:30. Or we could do 8:30. It's gonna be.
Yeah, let's do 8:30. If I give them 9:30, people want to show up at 10 o'clock, or 11 o'clock. Be here at 8:30. Go down the hall, get your notice, go over to probation. You'll be interviewed, okay?
Go get your notice from the clerk's window.
Thank you.
And then go to probation right across the hall.
I wish you well. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
John, can you go in Brownstown? I just want to know where all these people are. If they're
No.
I have one more, Judge, Ms. Russell.
okay,
I believe that's the last one that's waiting for me.
okay,
Okay, thanks. She heard, she's coming in.
good. We can write up no shows on all these if they're not here. I mean,
We're already 10 steps ahead of you. Ready to go. Wait, Judge. Ready to go.
even the court officers are wise guys now, you know?
No.
What? How you guys doing?
I just know how you think.
Say, okay.
How you doing today? Good. I just want to write these up. Do we have many left?
I only waiting for Mr. Hart on Cosby, and then May was talking to Miss Russell, and that's all I had.
Okay, so Mr. Hart and his client and the victim are gonna be here, right? Good. I don't know why I set that so late. Why did I set that for 11:45?
I believe Mr. Hart had it.
Okay, all right, good enough. Good, thanks. If anything else is back there and they haven't checked in, you can just write them up and we'll put them on record.
Is there anything else I have?
Perfect, thank you. Wow.
A courtroom hearing turned into a brutally honest life lecture when Judge McNally confronted a 27-year-old defendant who had repeatedly failed probation requirements, ignored court orders, and still had not completed even 8 hours of community service. The judge questioned him about why he wasn't working full-time, why he kept missing deadlines, and why he never contacted the court for help despite being offered multiple chances. As the defendant struggled to explain his unstable jobs, transportation problems, and unpaid fines, the judge became visibly frustrated and told him, "You've got to grow up." The courtroom became completely silent as the judge explained that continuing to live without responsibility would eventually destroy the defendant's future. He pointed out that the man was 27 years old, had no children, no steady career, and was still depending on relatives while falling behind on basic court requirements. The judge warned him that people cannot build a future working random jobs every few weeks while constantly making excuses. Instead of immediately sending him to jail, the judge extended probation, created a new payment plan, ordered additional community service, and repeatedly encouraged him to finally take control of his life before it was too late. But the most intense moment came when the defendant suddenly suggested he should never have accepted the original guilty plea. Judge McNally immediately pushed back, reminding him that the court would never have accepted a plea without a factual basis proving guilt. The judge firmly shut down the argument and accused the defendant of trying to distract from his own failures on